The time has come.
I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sports Jedi Network, Return of the Knicks podcast. Here, we're going to do a little preview of a big game clash of the Titans here. The game of the streak here. Oh, my goodness. The New York Knicks take on the Oklahoma City Thunder in OKC. Big game on a Friday night, on the first Friday night of the year 2025. We are going to talk about this real quick here, of course. Don't forget, if you want to watch the game with us on the playback, you have to come on to Playback TV. I'll put the video description or the link in the video description so you could go on in. I got some passes. That means you're going to watch the game tonight on the Playback app on our channel at no cost. All you have to do is just say an emoji, a hello, anything in the chat. I'll activate your pass, and you're able to watch this game with OKC versus New York. If you don't have any means of watching it, you can watch it with us. And also, we would love you to become a member. It's totally free. You help our channel grow and continue to grow the platform like you do here on the YouTube channel. We're transitioning over to the playback to do our watch along, so you can actually watch the game and actually hear us have that conversation and also conversate with us. Join the conversation, possibly get on and have that conversation while the game is going on, and etc. So this is a big game tonight. Not only for more ways than one, of course. These are, you could say, one of the top two teams in the NBA from Western and Eastern Conference. If we look at it right now, if the season were to end, if you look at the Caesar Sportsbook, the Knicks are third at a plus 900 to win the NBA title in 2025. Of course, the Celtics is number one. Oklahoma City Thunder at a plus 300, and they're sitting right now 16-5 in the Western Conference, while the Knicks are themselves doing a hell of a job, playing well. We see night in, night out, and what our Knicks do. They're 13 games over 500. They're streaking here in December, the month of December. We got Coach of the Month honor for Tom Thibodeau. Defensive Player of the Month in OG Anunoby, Player of the Month in the Eastern Conference for none other than Big Anthony Towns, Big Cat. I mean, all the things are, and this team has not gelled yet. There's still better basketball to be played for our Knickerbockers, better basketball to be obtained, and of course, we're probably, January 24th, 25th, around that time, Big Mitch Richard Robinson might be returning back to the lineup. Adding some more firepower on the glass for the team defensively, offensive rebounds as well, and just getting guys healthy. We're all waiting and refreshing at this time here. It's almost 5 to 6, and I keep refreshing the app. The X app from the Egan Beckley's, the people that know the insiders to see if Brunson is out or not. He's game time decision, as well as Miles McBride. That is a big step, or a big hold your breath moment for us Knicks fans. We want to make sure that he plays tonight. We're all hyped for this. Pretty much the NBA world will be watching this game between the Knicks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Is it a statement game? I don't know if you could say that early here, because if these teams were to play again, just think about it. They're not going to play until 6 months from now. June, let's say it all happens and they go chalk, guys, and they actually both come out of their conferences. They're not playing each other until 6 months from now. Think about it. Around June 4th, normally the first game of the NBA. I don't have a calendar. I'm not going to open it up now. We're doing a live, we're recording a live stream here to air it live later. Just to see where that June threshold is. That's up 6 months. It's going to be 6 months calendar wise for these two teams play. There's one more game that they'll be coming to Madison Square Garden, of course. There's one more OKC game that they'll come to the Garden. But, meaning, if records stand pat the way it is, if we started today, they'll be opening up the NBA Finals in OKC. So we'll leave that there. But I want to talk about what's going to help the Knicks propel winning tonight's game. A couple of keys to the game. First and foremost, the Knicks going to have to be more aggressive attacking the offensive glass against this Oklahoma City Thunder. You're going up against Isaiah Hartenstein, a very fine defensive rebounder. Of course, learned under the coach Thibodeau's system. Gotten better because he was a good rebounder in the Clippers, but he just got to another level that got him paid under Coach Thibodeau's system with the Knicks in the last few years. You're going to need Karl-Anthony Towns. Hopefully, he crashes the boards with him. There's going to be another game where we're going to need Hart. Just his tenacity, the way he rebounds, and also from the bench. We're going to need Precious Achiuwa to have a big rebounding game. If there is some minutes of Jericho Sims, another one, keeping the basketball alive. And if the Knicks missing some shots, getting some second opportunities against this tough defensive OK City Thunder team. They're ranked number 2 in the NBA in defense efficiency per 100 possessions, while the Knicks are number 2 on offense, 120 points per 100 possession. That's something's got to give to one of the top defensive teams. Who's going to have their A game tonight? And anything can happen here with these two teams. It's going to be fun, especially again. It goes down to health and availability. Miles McBride and Mr. Captain Jalen Brunson. We'll find out. We'll keep refreshing it. We're still recording, and while this video is going on, we'll let you know if anything happens here. And it's going to be Coach Thibodeau. Thibodeau is going to have some strategies. I'm pretty sure they had a nice walk around practice yesterday. What strategies he's going to implement here with his coaching staff to try to stop SGH, who's just on an MVP tear of the league. It's unguardable at times quickly. He moves so quickly, cutting and his speed, his versatility. It'll be interesting if he's going to switch Anunoby, Mikal Bridges at time to guard him. Then when neither one off the floor, who's got that assignment tonight? Who's got that really tough assignment guarding SGH on defense with his speed and versatility there? We know Anunoby is the Swiss Army knife of defense who could play anywhere from the 5 to the point guard. But this one is going to be an interesting matchup if the task is I'm assigned to Mr. none other than OG Anunoby. I kind of want to see if he's up for that. If they assign him that task at hand, we'll find out. You got Cameron Payne, who could come off the bench and become a headache as well. I don't know, because remember, familiar foes in the Western Conference. I don't know what their success rate on guarding SGH, although SGH this year looks like he took in his game to another level from the highlights. At least from the highlights, it looked like he's gotten to another level, or maybe he's been there and we're just focusing more because of their outstanding streak. Only time will tell that. But again, offensive rebound, the effort, the energy has to be there against OKC. You can't have a lackluster. You can't get down. You can't start off sluggish in the first quarter. You have to come out and at least defend, rebound. And if the shots don't hit, as long as you're defending and rebounding and causing havoc, contesting shots, and if they're making it, you tip your cap. The OKC is going to make it. But if you're not contesting, giving them extra opportunities, not securing the rebound, the boards, and OKC gets a second opportunity, it's going to be pretty much a difficult uphill climb, although the Knicks never really get blown out, knock on wood. And then there was always a runaway from either tying or taking the lead. And we've seen it time after time, but the proof is in the pudding. One thing the Knicks here, they're 8-6 against teams over 500. They're taking care of business against sub 500 teams. Got 16-4 against those under 500 teams. 8-6. We want to continue to improve on there. And then another key here: stay out of foul trouble, especially with Karl-Anthony Towns. We know that somewhere around the ending of December, you saw that he was picking up some fouls. A couple games he fouled out. Just continue not picking up those silly fouls on the offensive screening or putting too much effort on the picks. Just if he's going to defend and he picks up on the defensive end, you'll live with that, but not those silly ones on offense that you could hold off and not be overzealous there with Cat. I want to see Cat on the floor. I want to see Cat play some minutes here, stay out of foul trouble. I want to see him there and give Hartenstein a run for the money. And it's going to be interesting to see Isaiah Hartenstein with the OKC Thunder. I know there's going to be a lot of emotions there. Is he going to ball out? And also, here's another fun fact. OKC is having a back-to-back. This is the second night of the back-to-back. They played last night, and they were at home, so there was no travel for OKC. They pretty much had a nice win there. It'll be interesting to see how they also react if the Knicks could capitalize and come out off the gate strong and always play from ahead, not from behind, and see how much energy the OKC Thunder has to come and try to close the gap and try to chase the Knicks. If the Knicks are ahead, all through the first half, and then the Knicks can build on the third, not collapse in the third, and continue to build and close the game out in the fourth. That's another recipe, another way for the Knicks to kind of win this game. Free throws. We see at times where certain games, the Knicks they're hitting threes, they're hitting from all over the place, and then their free throws tend to lack. You never get to get a complete game where they put it all together, where they're shooting threes. If they get fouled, they're hitting their free throws. I'm like, whoa. Usually it's one or the other, one of the two extreme. Hopefully tonight, if it's a heavy foul game, I didn't see the officiating either, so I'll refresh Twitter next to see who's the officiating crew tonight too. That's also a big plus. Whoever's officiating this game, it's going to be a marquee game, so it'll be interesting whom the NBA is going to send on the rotation to OKC tonight, because I think a lot of people are going to be watching this game. And I hope it's a clean game. I hope it's something where the officials are not so egregious that we're all complaining that, they interjected themselves way too much, didn't allow players to bleed themselves, and so forth. So I can't wait to see who's going to be the officiating crew tonight. I just refreshed. I have not seen anything of the crews either tonight. I know it's a little early. I just got another stream going on as well around the time, an hour before the game. Usually that's the best time to do this. So that's why I recorded this a little early, guys. But I appreciate the support. Doesn't mean you can still hit the like button, and please subscribe. Again, become a member, subscribe to our Playback TV channel. It's a Playback app. It's totally free. You get to watch the game. You get to watch the game and even hear the game, and we'll have the conversation as well. We'll from the same fun stuff. And of course, when we can't simulcast with YouTube, it's strictly on the Playback tonight. It's going to be strictly on the Playback because we have WWE wrestling on the Jedi Network tonight, and we definitely want you to be part of the Knicks. If you're a Knicks fan, I want you to be part there. I want to hear the chat. I want to hear everybody cheering. I want to hear your reactions, on the plays or the frustrations. I want to hear that from the fans, from the Knicks fans, us Knicks fans together, and enjoying and celebrating this team that, my goodness, they're doing phenomenal things here. So I updated that. Nothing there to see, nothing to report here. We just talked about our third key of the game, making your free throws. Of course, and then move the basketball. Another thing on offense. And the Knicks, thank goodness, they haven't really fallen into that trap for prior years. Like different players, again, it's not pointing fingers at other players or other people. They don't have to rely or resort to the isolation basketball. They move the ball around the perimeter. You got guys that has great ability to penetrate, to snake dribble, to Brunson, getting in front of his defenders, and of course, either feeling the contact for the foul, or if the double team arrives towards him, you could trust him to make that pass for a cutting Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby, who leads the league, I believe, in field goal and dunk in the NBA, and just keep moving that basketball. Not just Brunson, you also have that with Hart, just one of those walking fast breaks who cut to the basket. Mikal Bridges, we talked about it last night's stream, live stream, that he just one of those Euro steps that he's ambidextrous, who can move his hand, go to the right, go to the left, switch, and just a smart high Q basketball player when he's anticipating the contact, that extra hitch that just allows him to possibly have 3-point play opportunities. That's something that he adds to this team that we didn't have in prior years, that wingspan along with Anunoby, and of course, big Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, he's worked. By the way, I did not know he has a finger cast. He's got he says that he's playing, it's not hurting. He has a finger cast on his non-shooting hand. He's been playing with that. And of course, for all the narrative that they said this guy was soft and he was injury prone and all that stuff, the guy's playing with a probably dislocated or compromised finger. Let's put a compromised finger because he didn't specifically say it was broken or not. He has a compromised ring finger on his left hand, and he's playing with that out there and giving us 20 rebounds yesterday, the day before on New Year's Day. 20 rebounds, 30 points. I mean, entering rarefied air of companies there. And of course, the Knicks, when they're on defense, they have to stay with their man, rotate properly, correctly, protect those corners. Do not let guys like Dort and company hit the corner threes, spread the basketball, because I know SGH is going to be a handful with his speed penetrating. Your first instinct is a help defender. He is so smart and so agile that he could see those corner men rotating and find them. You have to be able to close out, stick with your man, and identify if he's going to go for his floater or he's going for his scoring or he's going to dish out. I know easier said than done here on the Millennium Falcon, but easier said than done if that's something that the Knicks got to close out, not allow those 3-point shooting there. And also the Knicks got to hit their three corners, Anunoby as well. Anunoby had just had a couple of nights off, and it happens. And even in this winning streak, they weren't perfect. There was always room for improvement. Just think about that. They have won 9 games in a row, and there's always room for improvement, and they didn't shoot that ball well in Washington for those back-to-back games down in the nation's capital. They didn't shoot 3 ball. They shot under 25, I believe, in 27% for the game on both games there. Nothing. League average is 34%. So they got some improvement from 3-point land there. And just think about that. They're winning 9 straight, and they're looking to go for 10 and trying to stop the OKC Thunder, who has a hot winning streak as well. Someone's going to stay in the double digits in wins tonight, and we cannot wait to watch it and see the outcome of it. And of course, I just want to see I gotta wait. I want to see how this team looks against the OKC and just see where. And there's always room for improvement. Where we're going to continue to improve, where we need to improve, and the starting 5 does not worry me. I think that they're gelling well. They're playing well. They're playing a lot of minutes here early. They're They're ready. I think to me they are kind of feeling one another, and I wouldn't want that to be disrupted with trades and rumors and stuff like that. But the bench. I got to see, we got Shaman returning back. Cameron Payne played some good minutes on the first. They wasn't playing a lot of minutes, limited minutes prior to that. McBride came up short with a hamstring. Again, I'm checking one more time before we say good night and get ready for the game. I'm refreshing to see if any post has come up or anything has been upgraded or anything has been mentioned. But no, right now, if you're making a bet, because I always open up with this. If you're making the bet, the Knicks are an underdog by 4.5. That opened up different. The spread has gone down. The Knicks were underdog or by almost close to 6 points, 6.5 points is on the playback. I always post that. Now 4.5. I think they're thinking Brunson is playing tonight, and of course over. And if you want to take the point. OKC by 4.5 points at a -190. The over and under 222 points and a half. Remember, bet with your head, not over your head. Good luck on those parlays, on those bets. Good luck, Jack City, who always puts a wager and is a freaking awesome contributor to the program. We appreciate all the power chats, the super chats from Jack City, and everyone that does the same. Vernon B. Haglin, thank you all you guys. Of course, big task at hand. D. Ross, salute to you guys. Of course, appreciate it. Desmond, Desmond Payne as well. Appreciate you guys, everyone there too that joins us. Super Agent Argo, you guys are freaking phenomenal. So I wanted to give those shout outs there. Of course, Ethan, of course, and of course, many more, that joins us on the watch along, on the playback, who are members of the channel, who get to watch every one of these games with us. And Roots on, wanted to give them a shout out on the recorded video here. And of course, I know they'll be in the chat brigade watching the game. So you come and chat with them. Come on over, be a part of the Sports Jedi on the playback. We have something unique. I know others might have it, but we have unique here. Come and grow a week where your voice is heard, where your verse is heard, not ignored. And of course, everyone's always welcome. So we definitely want to invite you to come over and watch. And I'm going to give my prediction here. So we're going to wrap up real quick. I think the Knicks tonight play a hard-fought game. It's going to come down to two possession. It's a two-possession game. I think the Knicks win this game by 6. Of course, maybe some late free throws for cosmetic reasons make it look 4. Or I think OKC. If you take the Knicks, somehow the spread isn't going to get covered. But I think the Knicks come out victorious. I think they win by 4. I think we're going to see a big, a good game from someone from Mikal Bridges. Everyone, because it kind of feels like whenever there's a wash or a mismatch, like a Victor Wembanyama, with the current Towns. I'm not saying wash, but they going at it and expecting power numbers from the centers. I think this is where the Knicks' talent of versatility is going to show. And I think they make a statement. I think they do something that Tom Thibodeau hasn't done as a Knicks head coach, win 10 consecutive games. He's done it 3 prior times, 9 in a row. I think the Knicks win their 10th game. And I think we're all going to be pleasantly surprised tonight. Of course, you're going to say, oh, you're a Knicks homer. I just got that feeling. It's been too many years in a row where the Knicks have gone to OKC and lost. Streaks come to an end. Hopefully not the Knicks winning streak. We already demolished in the Jalen Brunson, Tom Thibodeau era the losses at Denver. Remember, we couldn't win there for years, of course, and so forth. We have broken a lot of different parameters or losing streaks that this team has not done in a while. So that's why I'm going with the Knicks winning tonight. So the Knicks win. I think the Knicks win by 4. They're going to be up by 6, 2 possession, and I think OKC probably gets some free throws or stuff like that, or a shot. The Knicks have to hit some free throws that make it a 4-point game, and they're going to run out of time, and I think the Knicks win by 4. So with that said, join us on the playback. Please join us. Come join us. Join us at the playback. We want to see you there. Again, I got passes. The only way you get the passes, you just got to say something in the chat. Look, even if you don't want to be a member of the channel, all you have to do is write in the chat an emoji, hello, with salute, and I see you're in the chat immediately. You'll get a pass. You'll come and join us. You get to watch the game. Don't be shut out. And of course, continue to help growing. Don't forget to vote for our All-Stars at the All-Star game. I did mine. It's 3 for 1. So vote, and we'll talk to you later. May the sports be with you. Let's go Knicks. May the Knicks be with you. We'll talk to you soon, friends. Let's go Knicks. The game is about to start soon.